Fantastic Factories is a worker placement tabletop game where players use dice as workers. It supports 1 to 5 players and takes 45 minutes to an hour to play. You construct factories and race your competitors to produce the most goods before the end of the game. And there's a variety of ways to do that. There are dozens of unique building cards with a variety of abilities so that you can craft a strategy of your own. In the beginning, your factory compound is empty with no buildings in it, but you'll be able to build and run factories as the game progresses. Each round has 2 halves, the market phase and the work phase. During the market phase, you can either hire a contractor who provides some immediate benefit, like extra resources or extra workers, or you can pick up a blueprint card and put it in your hand. Blueprints are essential as they'll enable you to construct factories in your compound during the work phase. For example, Joseph and I are playing a 2-player game, and he's the first player. It's the market phase, so he chooses the power plant blueprint and puts it in his hand. It's now my turn, and I hire the electrician contractor, which grants me 5 energy resources and grants 2 energy to an opponent. Joseph passes the first player token to me, and now it's the work phase. At the same time, all players pick up and roll their dice, and then simultaneously go to work. During the work phase, players may build and use buildings, and use the basic actions on the player board. There are 3 basic actions: research, mine, and generate. For each worker you place on research, you may draw a blueprint card. For example, I place a 1 on research and immediately draw a card. For each die you place on mine, you get 1 metal resource. However, only workers with the values 4, 5, or 6 may be used on mine. Here, I place a 4 on mine and take 1 metal from the supply. For each die you place on generate, you take energy resources matching the face value of the die, but only dice with the values 1, 2, and 3 may be used. Here, I place a 2 and 3 on generate, so I take 5 energy resources from the supply. Also in your turn, you may build and use buildings. Let's jump over to Joseph's side of the table and see what he's been doing in the meanwhile. He has 2 cards in his hand he wants to build, Gymnasium and Nuclear Plant. He's going to build Gymnasium first. The build cost is here in the top left corner. The cost is a shovel tool and also 1 metal. To satisfy the shovel tool cost, you just have to discard another card from your hand with the same symbol, for example, this concrete plant. He discards it and pays 1 metal to the supply. And now he's built a gymnasium, which will remain in his compound for the rest of the game. Now, he wants to build Nuclear Plant, but he can't afford it yet. He's 2 metal short. Thankfully, you can take actions in any order, so he assigns 2 workers to mine in order to get 2 metal. And now he builds Nuclear Plant by discarding another wrench from his hand and paying the resources to the supply. And since you can use buildings the same turn that they're built, he could immediately use Nuclear Plant. Unfortunately, it requires a 6, which he doesn't have. But wait, he pays 1 energy to use the Gymnasium, which trains his 5 into a 6, and now he can assign the 6 to run Nuclear Plant, which manufactures 1 good and 1 energy. He uses his last worker to generate 2 energy. Not a bad turn. Since Joseph and I are both done with our work phases, we start the cycle over with a new market phase. As the game progresses, players will have the opportunity to build a variety of different buildings. Some, like Gymnasium and Dojo, help you train your workers. Others, like Monolith and Obelisk, are simply worth points. Utility buildings, like Power Plant and Motherlode, help you efficiently earn and convert resources, and production factories, like Nuclear Plant and Concrete Plant, manufacture goods. The game continues until 1 player has constructed 10 or more buildings, or has produced 12 or more goods. Then, there will be 1 final round. Your total score is the sum of the number of goods you've produced and the prestige values written on the building cards. Whoever has the most points wins. We've been working hard on Fantastic Factories for almost 3 years now, and can't wait to share it with everyone. Thank you for your support.